Long ago, before there were any highways, people traveled by boat on streams and lakes, building their first settlements where rivers emptied into the sea. This was the case with Turku, which gradually became an important trading center at the point where the Aura River meets the Baltic Sea. Turku, in fact, means trading place in Finnish. Turku, Finland's oldest city, founded more than 755 years ago, was once the country's capital. Today it is the third largest city in Finland with 165,000 inhabitants out of a total population of 4.8 million. To protect the city's trading and shipping some centuries ago, its residents built a fortress in the harbor. This was enlarged by stages until it became a castle. Today it is a museum, one of Finland's finest monuments to the nation's past. Finland's largest shipyard, Wärtsilä, which specializes in icebreakers, is also located in the harbor area. Turku is a very beautiful city with a distinct mixture of cultural and industrial activity. Anyone who has ever experienced the city's charm and atmosphere always wants to return. The Turku Telephone Company, which is located next to the cathedral, was founded on the 19th of March 1882 by Captain Nordfors, a former seaman. These distinguished gentlemen succeeded him as managers of the company. Veikko Tähti has been the managing director since 1957. In 1882, when the first telephone links were being developed, Turku became the second city in the world to make a modest start. Connections to a few offices and stores, to government agencies, and to some private homes. But the Finnish pioneers appreciated the revolutionary impact of the telephone on communications. The network was soon expanded, permitting connections with other communities and other countries. And today, all of Turku's subscribers, 100,000 of them, are connected to automatic telephone exchanges. Telecommunications operations in Finland are administered by the Post and Telegraph Board and by 60 private companies. In Turku, the company is owned by the local authorities. The network map shows the company's operating area, its network connections, and the location of its 40 telephone exchanges. The oldest equipment still in use is an AGF exchange dating from 1942, located in the center of the city. The Turku Telephone Company appreciated at a very early stage not only the need to modernize its network, but the great advantages inherent in the new technology. Ericsson was one of the very first suppliers to concentrate on this new technology in its computer-controlled telephone exchanges. In 1977, the Turku Telephone Company placed in service an analog AXE 101 exchange that has now been expanded to serve 13,000 subscribers. Only a year later, in 1978, the company began to use the first fully digital AXE 10 system to handle transit traffic. The new AXE technology offers major benefits to both the company and its subscribers, who can be offered a variety of attractive features such as abbreviated dialing, wake-up service, follow me facility, and malicious call tracing. For the telephone company too, a modern digital exchange offers substantial benefits, technologically and administratively. Among other tasks, the exchange selects the most economical route when a long-distance call is dialed. Call debiting is recorded in a computer memory, the contents of which can be transferred to a magnetic tape at any interval desired. The company can connect or disconnect subscribers as needed or desired from a centrally located typewriter. If the service is interrupted, an automatic printout quickly indicates the source of the fault. With this network display, you can also see how a call to a subscriber in Australia, for example, is set up through communications satellites. Digital technology is being utilized in the continuing expansion in the Turku company's service area. 5 suburban exchanges have already been expanded through the use of AXE digital technology. This has occurred in existing buildings by means of remote subscriber units. Subscriber equipment serving 2,000 subscribers in each of the suburban exchanges has been separated from the main digital AXE 101 exchange in the center of Turku. The space needed for these remote subscriber units is very modest. As a result, the Turku company has been able to expand the capacity of its exchanges to meet new requirements without having to extend its exchange buildings. It has also gained access to AXE digital technology in suburban exchanges, where it can now offer subscribers all the new facilities they may desire. In 1984 alone, an additional 6 remote subscriber units have been installed. They range in size from 265 to 1,256 lines. In the summer of 1981, the Turku Telephone Company became one of the first in Finland to install an optical fiber cable link between the AXE exchange in the center of the city and the suburban exchange at Paskavuori. Information is transmitted at a speed of 34 million impulses per second through an optical fiber by means of a laser beam. As many as 480 calls can be handled simultaneously. The AXE-10 remote subscriber units purchased by the Turku Telephone Company are manufactured at Ericsson's plants in Jorvas outside Helsinki. Modern computer-controlled machines such as these are used. The finished unit is being heat tested before it is assembled for thorough functional tests. The equipment that is now undergoing final testing is the digital subscriber unit for 2,000 subscribers in Paskavuori. After it clears final testing, the equipment is packed in special containers and transported directly to Paskavuori. The exchange building here in Paskavuori was built to house 10,000 lines of ARF crossbar equipment. As we have already seen, very little space is required for a remote subscriber unit, making it possible to expand capacity without having to enlarge buildings. On January the 19th, 1983, less than 24 hours after the subscriber equipment had left the Jorvas plant, Veikko Tähti, president of the Turku Telephone Company, was able to place an inauguration call through the first fully digital AXE-10 remote subscriber unit. The call was transmitted via optical fiber cable to City Councilman Paavo Koponen, shown here in his office in the City Hall. The processor in system AXE 101 can handle 40 telephone calls a second, which means that as many as 40,000 subscribers can be connected to the exchange. The telephone exchange that the Turku company placed in service in the Kirkkolahti-Rymättylä district in the Turku archipelago on March the 1st, 1984, is an AXE 103, a sophisticated, fully digital exchange with an initial capacity of 2,000 subscribers. The inauguration call through the new exchange is being made here by Mr. Risto Siivola, one of the company's leading engineers. In connection with the inauguration of the Kirkkolahti exchange, the Turku Telephone Company placed the new signaling system in service in part of its network. It thereby became the first operating company in Europe to use the new CCI-TT number 7 system. 10 remote subscriber units are connected to the exchange, 9 of which handle 128 subscribers each, while the 10th handles 256. Here is one of the new subscriber units in Poikka. On the left is the AXE subscriber unit for 512 subscribers. In its efforts to provide optimum service for all its subscribers, the Turku Telephone Company has continuously expanded and modernized its network in a model manner. All customers are always welcome here in the subscriber service department at company headquarters, where they can get answers to questions about telephone service, telex equipment, or various other types of computerized equipment. And of course, they are very welcome when they drop in for the admirable purpose of paying their bills.